and today I want to present to all of you the topic that is very important for us as students. Our topic is time management in the digital age. But before we begin, let me ask you first. Have you ever planned to study in 2 hours, but you are end up just scrolling to your phone the whole time? If the answer is yes, this talk definitely for you. So check it out. So how often do you feel like 24 hours is not enough in a day? That's usually a sign for a poor time, but not just a lack of time. So let's understand why time management is really matters for us. Time is not just a number, it is an asset. When we don't manage our time, our task is built, stress increases, and we often delay our important work. This creates anxiety and poor performance for us. But when we allocate our time wisely, we become more disciplined, appreciated in school or work, and we can even create space for our mental health and personal life. So, in short, managing time can help us to live better. So, next slide. Talk about the biggest enemies of productivity. There is a time traps. The first traps for our productivity is digital distraction. So we all know how easy to open our phones and scrolling TikTok or Instagram endlessly. And there is perfectionism in the second. Sometimes we delay finishing tasks just because we want to be perfect, but we don't need to be perfect too. And checking emails too frequently, it's constantly checking emails can break our focus and lastly become a people pleaser. And saying yes to every request might seem be kind, but it can steal our time. And the key is to recognize and avoid all these traps, and we can focus on what truly matters for us. So, next slide. Talk about basic principle on time management. So, time management isn't about having a fancy apps, but we can start with a basic principle that we apply consistently in a day. So first there is focus on tasks that have a greatest impact. Not everything matters equally for us, just do the important ones. So we can prioritize our tasks, separate what's urgent and what's important. And next, we can limit our time to spend. So give each task a time frame to avoid the perfectionism and overthinking. So we can block time too. We can allocate the fixed time blocks for different activities like study, meals, and breaks. So these all simple habits can help us to work smarter, not harder. So next, there are also several time management techniques and tools that we can use and we can try to our time management. The first one, there is a Pomodoro method, divides our work into 25 minutes each session, followed by 5-minute break, and this can improve our focus. The second one, there is a time blocking. Time blocking can help us to assign specific time slots for each task throughout the day. And the last, we can use productivity apps like Google Calendar, Notion, or Forest to plan and remind and track our progress. So we can try different methods and choose the one that can fit our style. So the next slide is talk about time management becomes easier when we can build our daily habits. So we can plan our day the night before, so we can start our morning with the clarity. So we can begin with the most difficult tasks while our energy is still high, and avoid the multitasking, which often leads to lower quality results. And we can take short breaks to refresh our mind. And lastly, we can do a quality daily reflection to learn from each day and adjust for tomorrow. So these all simple habits, when we repeat it all of this, we can build a strong productive routine. So to wrap up all of this session, I want to remind all of you, in this fast-moving digital world, managing time means managing your life. It's not about doing more, but doing what really matters for us. So, thank you so much for your attention. And before we close our session, I will leave you with one final question. What's one small change you will make this week to master your minutes? So I would love to hear your answer after this session. And goodbye.